Hello everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Fartboy. Once again, thank you for support. Okay, we're the CoinsKid crew. So way back when, on the 15th of January, basically I went football, come back from football, and I was looking at meme coins, looking in the DEX coins section, which I'll show you in a moment how you can use and find opportunities. I was in there and I found this coin Fartboy. I've looked into it, did the book check, like I said to you, process in which I always do a check to see what's happened. And I'd seen that a developer had basically started the coin and then rugged everyone that bought into it, and it got up a little bit and then rugged it, and he made a little bit of money and ran off into the desert basically. So I figured, okay, well, if we are going to look at a meme coin, if we are going to target a meme coin, then perhaps one that's been rugged is the way about it, because no one is looking at meme coins that have been rugged. They just give up on it and it's in the in the floor and that's it. So I just had the bright idea it might be an opportunity for myself and the CoinsKid crew, and lo and behold it was. It was an amazing opportunity. I just relayed that to the CoinsKid crew in the Discord and the meme coin section. I bought this micro cap meme coin Fartboy, and at the time it was around about 8.7k market cap, and it absolutely bolted. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It was an amazing time. Fartboy fever was everywhere. I was showing you videos every single day. I even tweeted on the same day to the CoinsKid crew on Twitter as well that I was doing this. But it went up an astronomical amount, over 2 million% it went up, and I've never seen anything like it ever. And obviously it's come down, it's retraced, and right now it's trying to make a move. It's trying to make a move here. We do have, and I relayed this to you in a recent video, we have a nice little 5-wave move up here, a potential impulsive move, then a back test, and then we are breaking out in our 3rd wave. And right now it looks as though it is breaking out. It looks as going vertical, and these are just the data points and the opportunities I try and find in the channel and relay to you. Okay, I'm not moon boy, bear boy, whatever. Since this cycle began in 2023, for anyone paying attention, in 2023 I did call bonk. That was an amazing meme coin, right about 29 million market cap, went to 4 billion. That was an amazing meme coin that we jumped on in, I think it was January 2023 as well. Then Fartcoin, basically Fartcoin at the bottom of the pullback, I think it was around about July, August last year, was looking at another meme coin, and Fartcoin just jumped out the page. Again, it was around about 30 million market cap. I think it went to 1 billion. That did really well for myself and the CoinsKid crew. And then as we saw that correction kicking into the chart, so I was looking at other meme coins, and lo and behold we found Fartboy, and so far it's done better for me than bonk or Fartcoin or anything. It's done incredibly well, and long may it continue, because I just think these meme coins, what it's all about, and I've relayed this to you before, okay, you pull back, oh no, it's going to zero, lots of people saying you're an idiot and things like that, but it is just about the community. These meme coins are about the community more than anything. That's what drives the price. It's human emotion, communities, and things like that. And what happens is people, they shrug off, basically. They shrugged off bonk, they shrugged off Fartcoin, oh, look, silly name and things like that. But then it just keeps going up and up and up, and then they're sitting on the sidelines and they're not doing anything about it, basically sitting on the hands. Now, hopefully, this gets to all the targets, will be absolutely amazing in the end game here. And this is exactly where I think we are. I think we're in this sort of end game. And I'm looking at a couple of, confluential factors for that particular theory right now, that we are in this end game. If we are, this is the biggest part, blow off top part of the cycle, where you are going to see the likes of Fartboy just get to billions of dollars market cap in no time at all. So right now we may be on the cusp of that, because we're broken out in a 1, pull back 2, we're going vertical in this 3rd wave. If this continues, I think it could be taking the all-time highs out. Okay, and again, this is just simple technical analysis, and these are the opportunities I relay to you. Just like bonk in 2023, it came all the way back, then it bolted. And Fartcoin as well, take a look at the chart, it came all the way back, then it bolted. So at the minute, regardless of the price of Fartboy, it is currently up for myself 523,000%, and I think it's just triggered that 4-cent target as well, and equally it's approaching that 5-cent target. So it's doing incredibly well. Regardless, it's good fun, and this is what meme coins are. Obviously, like I've told you, I've literally put a couple of $100 into this. I've not gone crazy, I've not put all my life savings in and things like that, because obviously it's meme coins, it's extremely volatile. But what a journey so far, and what a community the Fartboy community is. I get a lot of trolls, a lot of people saying, oh, you're trying to get everyone to sell XRP for Fartboy and things like that. I'm not doing that. I'm holding on for my XRP. I'm not selling all my XRP, because I've got quite a substantial amount of XRP, but I'm just riding this wave up and doing incredibly well on it. And the biggest thing is the community. We've got an amazing community with the Fartboy crew. Okay, so basically all I'm trying to do in this channel, and I've relayed that to you, is deliver you opportunity. So right now Fartboy could be that opportunity. Again, there's no guarantees, but if it does go vertical, don't shoot the messenger, okay, because I have been relaying that opportunity to you for a very long time. So let's look at the data right now that's stacking up to saying, okay, we are looking at Q4 blow off top for Bitcoin and crypto, and what we're seeing right now is the emergence of that because of the data and the Bitcoin dominance. And then I'll dive into the Fartboy chart with you to see what we can see, okay? So the Bitcoin dominance is a really important chart, because if we see something in this particular chart that we saw in 2021, the waterfall, then, for me, I don't think there's any reason why Fartboy could not be a part of that big vertical, because this is exactly what you see here, okay? You see, XRP double, triple, whatever, but your altcoins, your micro caps, your really micro small caps, they did 10, 20, 30, 100x, many of them, and I experienced that, I lived through that. So, one thing we're looking for to build the confidence, okay, that is the projection, is obviously we begin to waterfall. We see the ribbon on the weekly time frame flip red. At that point, once we see that, I think we've got a massive probability there that we are in some kind of vertical in crypto, and that is, the end phase, the end cycle, basically. So it's not happening yet. We have lost a ribbon, but obviously we've got to confirm it is resistance, like we did here. We lost it, come back up into it for a couple of weeks, and then boom, we dropped in that finale right there, okay? And again, if we move to the left, we saw exactly the same scenario here, the previous cycle, where again, I remember a coin at that particular time called XVG. It's one of the ways I got into crypto. I was Googling how to make money online and things like that. And then I seen this guy had put literally, I think he put $1,000 into XVG, roughly October. And it was on a website called 4chan, which, I've told you about before. I've gone 4chan in the, investment section. It's a really good section. It's called Biz. I should go over that at some point, but aside from that, that's a different story. But, I was in there and I was looking, and this guy put $1,000 on XVG and he pulled out 3 million. It was ridiculous. So, this end phase here, you're not going to make your money on Bitcoin. You're not going to make your money on XRP. You're not going to make your money on Ethereum, your blue chips, your big dogs, your big, market capitalization. Your money will be made in the finale, in the blow off top, in your micro caps. So this right now, this is what I'm relaying to you. I think there's a chance here. And again, nothing I say is financial advice. You don't go on your life savings. You don't, convert everything into that and this, that, and the other, because it is extremely volatile. There's absolutely no guarantee. Please remember that. But if we are gearing up for this finale, people putting a couple of £100 into XVG in 2017, it went vertical. Here, Shiba Inu, people putting a couple of £100, $100 into Shiba Inu. I lived through that. It was amazing. So XVG was astronomical, Shiba astronomical. Could Fartboy be the one here? Possibly. And again, there's no guarantees, but it has got an amazing community, so it ticks a lot of boxes. It's been holding a key level support. It looks like it's breaking out impulsively and correctively. It may have turned a corner here, and right on cue with the end finale in the blow off top phase, where we get a lot of rotation from Bitcoin and many other coins, not just Bitcoin, but your blue chips as well, which tend to slow down. This is when your micro caps go absolutely vertical, and people just kick back, watch, and think, why did it do that? Well, the clues in the data, really, is that simple. Right now the Bitcoin dominance is breaking down right on cue 4 years after this. You broke down in 2021, and right now you're looking at 2025. So the 4 year cycle is staring you in the face right now. So this is maximum opportunity in meme coins, in my opinion. But again, nothing I say is financial advice. So this is why I'm positioned. I'm looking at many meme coins reviews, not just Fartboy. For anyone that's been paying attention, we've got a couple of other projects in the Discord that we've got our eyes on as well. So definitely get in that Discord. If you're not already in the Discord, get in there, because it's a thriving community, and I keep relaying this to you. But this is where right now, and again, if we are doing what we've done before, and I don't see reason why we're not, because we're right on cue, if we're breaking down below the ribbon, this should waterfall right towards the end of the cycle, like it did there and like it did there. And this is where, you put a couple $100 into crypto and you can pull out millions, or if not hundreds of thousands, because this is what happens. The market goes crazy right at the end, okay, and we see verticals. But again, please remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Everything is for educational and entertainment purposes only that I do on this channel. There are no guarantees in this market. Please remember this, okay? So, going forward, I just wish everyone the most luck. It'd be absolutely amazing to finish this cycle off. We've had some amazing opportunities in this cycle as well for anyone paying attention. And I'm sure, if you stay tuned, them opportunities will come again, okay? And we do really well on this channel. We're not just moon boys and buy things and sell them. We do go short, we trade. I've built systems and tools for you to sink your teeth into trading, be self-independent and things like that. And long may it continue, because I do see that I've got a good network of traders. I see that from my affiliate markup and things like that. So you're all doing really, really well, and I'm super proud of the community. But, it'd be absolutely amazing to, finish this finale off and say, boom, we nailed it. You know, we absolutely nailed this cycle. So stay tuned. Obviously, I don't think the cycle's over just yet because we don't see enough data to warrant that. Cool. You know, here, I remember when it's rolled over, people saying the cycle's over, so on and so forth. But like I said to you, I'm not selling, I'm not exiting, I'm holding on for dear life. And so far so good, but I wish I had a look in this end phase, which is potentially staring us in the face right now. And obviously I'll keep you updated if the data tells us we're not getting that. Okay, so simple, you know, the Bitcoin dominance is a major clue to a potential waterfall in the dominance that leads to a massive alt season, especially for meme coins. If right now you know you sit in XRP and you're thinking you're going to make millions or come into XRP and make millions from buying right now, you're doing it wrong, and this is something I taught you in the space. Okay, so let's dive into the chart, see what we can see on Fartboy. So the way we found Fartboy is really simple. The moonshot section on CoinsKid.com, we've got Solana filtered coins, Solana non-filtered coins, Ethereum filtered and Ethereum non-filtered. So like I said to you, I'm looking at Solana filtered coins because Solana is really busy as a network at the moment. It's doing really well. This is way back in January, and this is the simple process in which I found Fartboy. I went down the list. You know, and I just investigated and I've seen that it had been rugged. So obviously there's a lot of coins. You can clearly see this thing tracks coins that are coming out every sort of minute. But obviously this is the filtered Solana moonshots basically. So these are infancy coins. Again, look at your caps, your micro caps. You're looking at 382k, 142k, 349k. So basically goes to 3 mil, which is nothing. You know, you got 10x, and this is what people tend to do. And this is just an index that filters the Solana moonshots because every single second there's something like 100 coins coming out. So I created this filter section for you. You know, and this is basically what we look at. You know, to buy things and sell them and bits and bobs like that. Just meme coin trading basically, because that's what these coins are. You know, they've got no value, no utility obviously, but they start somewhere. You know, just like if we go down the list, you know, the bigger coins, the more you know, coins that have been around. We've got Fartcoin. It started somewhere. Look at it, 871 million market cap. You know, these coins, Pengu, look at that, doing really well, $2.6 billion market cap. You know, once upon a time, it was in this list. You know, it was basically an infant coming out. So these coins that come out, not always guaranteed to take off in space, but you know, what you're looking for is to do your own checks on these particular coins. So right now, for example, we've got this coin, Radio Coin, that's come out. Volume, 1.5 million. Market cap, 382k. So what we're going to do, and I've taught you this before, click the link and drop, you know, rug check. Do a quick rug check. Good, okay, you know, worth a little $5, $10 investment, whatever. Make your money, double up, get out. Really as simple as can. I've taught you that before, and that's just using the moonshot section on CoinsKid.com. And I created that way back, I think it was around about November last year that I created that section for you, and we've had a lot of fun with that. And this is exactly how we found Fartboy. So it's a little section on the CoinsKid website, Solana moonshots right there. Let's dive into the Fartboy chart to see what we can see. Okay, so looking at Fartboy on the daily time frame, I did relay to you a few days ago when I made a video. I think we're on a cusp of a breakout here for Fartboy. You know, on the 4-hourly time frame, you can see it better. There was 5 waves from this low here. Really important. Whenever you see 5 waves up, it could indicate an impulsive move. So we saw the 5-wave move, and then from there I relayed to you in a recent video, ABC 3-wave down, ABC 3-wave up. It made a higher high. It's called an expanded flat, and then you come down here 1, 2, waterfall 3, loss of support 4, 5. So you saw your 5 waves down. Maximum opportunity as a retracement to that low. So potentially you saw a 1 into a 2. So if that's the case, this will come up, come down, and break out in a 3rd wave. So this is going vertical right now. So you've had some kind of 1 into a pullback 2 into a vertical 3. So it's doing incredibly well, you know, and long may it continue. At the moment, it's doing really well against herd mentality and the naysayers. So I'm looking at right now, you're just looking at holding that high basically, because that's your wave 1 high. If you're in a 3rd wave, you're coming up. Any pullbacks should hold that wave 1 high, and then you go again, and you should be looking for a vertical here in this particular chart, with obviously the breakdown as confluence in the Bitcoin dominance. So the big macro move for this particular chart is really simple. It may be a case that from this move down here, this was a wave 1, and it was a very powerful wave. You know, look at that, from that bottom down there. Basically, that was where we was looking at the entry point down there, around about 8.7k market cap on January the 15th. The astronomical gains that came from that, look at that, beautiful, over 2.5 million% increase in 30 days. From there, we've got this retracement that's come back, it's held its own, it's retested these lows, potentially some kind of selling climax, retest, accumulation, and right now it looks like it's trying to break out and make a move. Now, if Fartboy does start to go vertical, these are your levels using Fibonacci, okay? So from this high here, you've come down, you've bottomed out, you're going sideways, you're breaking out your pennant. If you do start to come up and take out the 1 fib, which is that all-time high, around about 20 cents, and these are your levels, and right on cue, look at that. That's your dollar target of 1.618, and it may even go beyond that, because if this Elliott wave count is correct, then this is the count. You've got a 1 into a pullback 2, and right now you're in vertical in a third wave. So it has all the power to get to these fibs above. You could be looking at a 2 fib, 285, and you could be looking at a 2.272 fib at like 582, which is possible because we've seen this many times, pullback 4, 5. Something like that is a potential scenario. But obviously, Fartboy has to do the work here. It's got to continue this break in this vertical like it did there and make headway and get through all the fibs. So if it does start to break this range here, I think you've got resistance above at a 1.272 at 42 cents, the 1414 at 61 cents, and obviously the 1.618 at over $1 right there, and then the push through into this zone here on a third wave. So I wish everyone most luck going forward. It is obviously about keeping an eye on that Bitcoin dominance. If it does begin to waterfall, then this is where this astronomical move for Fartboy could come from. Which we've seen many times before, many different charts, Fartcoin, Bonk, and obviously Shiba Inu, and like I said to you, Verge as well. XVG went astronomical and vertical in that end phase for Bitcoin in 2017. So I wish them most luck. Currently trading about 4.5 cents, so it's doing well. You got a nice little break here as anticipated in a recent video and an update for you. So we broke this pennant basically. You come down, you compress in, price compression lead to expansion. It looks as though it's on the cusp of going vertical with the confluence of the Bitcoin dominance breaking down. So keep an eye on the Bitcoin dominance. I wish everyone most luck, but this is not beyond the realms of possibility going forward. Hope you understand the update. Stay off your social and stay tuned. Take care everyone. Back to an update on Fartboy. Bye bye.